So I left you at this point, and you should have been able to create the beam and whatever else is required to meet the brief and assemble it all in both, say, this south view and in the site view, so you can look at everything being in the right place. You can use the align tool and move tools to get everything in place. When you've done that, you want to create a sheet. So I'm going to show you what to do for sheets. So to create a sheet, which is a drawing, put new sheet, and then you'll have to load here to choose a title block under this UK, this is the templates, and then underneath here, title blocks, and then Aviewmetric, open, and you've got that one, and load, and you'll get a new one. So you've selected that and press OK. So now you've got an unnamed sheet. So I've done one earlier here, so here's one called plans, elevation and sections, so you can rename that just by right clicking and doing rename. So once you've got this, you can imagine this is A3, have a think about what kind of scale and drawing would come onto here, and then you can drag and drop views into here. So if we go to the site, you would normally have, for instance, these elevations and things being very small. And down here you've got some show and crop region. So this is the region at the moment that you're working in. So what you can do is you can click on these and drag them down, because you've only got a very small detail down here. So you can copy levels. So for instance, I've done a site copy 1 and I've dragged these in to here. I can show you I can drag them down even further, so we're getting a very local view of this. So for instance, I could even bring it down so that that top column wouldn't be shown on the drawing. So this is the thing that would be going through onto the sheet. So once you've done that and you've got your whichever elevation or plan you want, then click onto the drawing you want to put it on. So click on that, and then go back to this view. So mine was site copy 1, and just drag it in, and then let go with the left, and then you'll see this is where this could be. You see it's called it site copy 1, and if I put it in this top left hand corner, you can then say okay, that's where I wanted it, press escape and zoom in. So I didn't want this symbol, and obviously things aren't quite right, so I could do with it being even smaller, and this site copy 1 could do with adjusting to suit. So this really should say plan. So let me go and make those edits. So if I go into here and I rename this could be called plan, and then obviously it's live to change because that's a tag, if you like. This region here, if I go to the site here, sorry, the plan it is now. If I go to that plan view, I need to alter that. So let me come out of the drawings. So here, if I go to the plan view here, and then say, well, actually, I'll bring this even more closely in. So I'll bring this view much closer in. And then if I go back to the drawing, then this is just inside the view, and that's the port and that's the viewport. So you can have a look at the viewport, and then this is the crop line. So you can alter these to get exactly how you want. So you can end up with a plan there. Let me show you how to do an elevation. So if you at the moment look to south elevation, it's going to be the same. Obviously these are all wrong. I'm doing these so that you can't just kind of copy this file. So I want to get a view on here. So look at this region again. So this is the region I would see. So let me try and trim this down. So maybe I don't need to see level 4, level 0 here. This is 1 to 100. So if I put this in, it can look very, very different to the one that's 1 to 10. You can change the scale of this. So you can see how big this text is in relation to a meter high column, because this could be a huge structure. Because it isn't, you might want to choose a smaller scale and the text moves appropriately in terms of size. And again, you might just say, well, this one actually wants to move in, so you want to move these lines in and tidy these up so that you are just getting down to this small location. So let me see what this would look like on the view. So go back to this drawing, and then go to, it was the south elevation, and drag this in and let go. So now I've got this south elevation that was 1 to 10, but we know that the south elevation was a bit big and it was tidied up. So if I dropped it here, then I've got this elevation, obviously this level 0 and this tag are all in the wrong place. You have to do a lot of tidying up to get this correct. Show you quickly how to do that tidying up. So I've now gone back onto south and I've pulled this level 0 closer, so I could just continue and do it even closer. This one, click on this and pull this really far in, so these are closer. Zoom out a bit, see where you are. So at the moment you've got headers and things that are going to be far out, so bring this really tight in. And of course this could have been a copy of the south plan, so you're not doing this on all the south plans. And then if you then go back to this one's looking a bit tidier now. This south I didn't tidy up, that was still a mile away, so you'd had to have included that, but you could move this independently if you want to on the sheet. Now this has been, and then you could retitle that south to suit and grab the end of this. So you can tidy these up, line them up. So an isometric is going to be exactly the same. You'd go to the isometric and drag it in. So that's all you need to do for creating drawings, just a lot of work to still just tidy up. And of course here in this sheet now you can add in details, and I'd also like to explore the annotate. So the annotate command now means you can add text onto here that wouldn't show in the big model but would show locally on the drawing, so you could label what this was, for instance. So I'll leave this one here for now.